There you go.
promote. I still don't listen to all that.
Okay, welcome to Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast. We on Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook. Says Wayne don't know his own.
Oh, that's what it
podcast.
is.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't do all that extra stuff. I pick things up, I put them down. I'm basic. I talk.
I ain't mad at that. We come in with y'all after. Honestly, it's a good win, but it's a game that didn't live up to the hype because everybody expected obviously all the star power to be in this game, KD, Harden, Durant versus our whole lineup to see, and I think for Sixers fans especially to see where we measured up against the Nets because I think it's a 3-horse race in the East between us, Milwaukee, and the Nets, and honestly, the top two is the Sixers and the Nets. I feel with all the star power they acquired, so everybody was built up to see this game. Nevertheless, I'm satisfied that we handled business in the fashion that we did. It wasn't close. It wasn't down to the wire. It wasn't a dog fight to the end, even though at times it looked like it was going
I told y'all we had this.
You did?
No, listen.
No, you did. I had to give it to you. So we handled business. We won by, 15 or somewhere around there. By the time the starters got the game, we was up in double digits. So that's what we were supposed to do to a team that came in undermanned, like we should have did against Portland.
Absolutely.
Yep. But we go in there and handle business against the Nets. I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy we won because it's better than the alternative. And I'm glad that we won in the fashion we won because when I looked at it, we sit there and sometimes we troll each other and stuff. But like Ethan said, it do make a difference if you're playing the back-to-back. The same way when the Sixers played the back-to-back without Ben, it led some people to start panicking. But just like Nets fans shouldn't panic now. Like, first of all, I thought the Nets actually showed themselves well. Their role players came in and played well. They just couldn't sustain it because they're role players and not starters. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I will take away from this is they have no answer for Embiid. I don't care Norvell Pell, Keenan and P and Pell, Pelly Pell. I don't care what Pell they bring and DeAndre Jordan. They
Lunch
still
Pell.
need to get a big man. Lunch Pell, garbage Pell kids. I don't care what Pell they bring. They don't have any answer for Joel Embiid.
I agree with that. B is a dominant. This is actually the X factor why I said we was going to win regardless. And I said the other night. Now, granted, if Kyrie and KD was playing, it could have been a different story as regards the result. But Embiid is unstoppable in the East, especially going against the Nets. Ain't nobody in the Nets that can handle Embiid. Nobody. So that already goes in our favor as to regards when we play against them, even at full power. And we handle business. We not swept them, but we pretty much got to be dispatched of them early enough where it wasn't even close in the end. Ethan, you look a little disappointed because I think you want to see your Nets come out and put up a little bit more of a showing.
I am disappointed.
You have the floor.
I am disappointed. I'm disappointed in NBA this year. I'm disappointed in all these players.
That's life. You disappointed in Corona.
Missing these games. Kyrie had nothing to do with Corona.
Yeah, I ain't like that either.
He didn't. Why Kyrie sit out?
He hurt his finger.
He had sprained finger. Although I think they said Embiid also had a sprained finger, but he played. But
Kyrie was coming off a back-to-back. So, the NBA really. I guess we knew what he was getting into when the season started. They said this was a possibility, and they was gonna let the games play. Only thing I took from this game is good to have Steph Curry look like he's trying to get back into form.
I agree.
I like that too.
I'm really. I guess Doc felt all the love with our little up and coming. We thought we had superstar Maxey. He got 1 minute tonight. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what Maxey's doing in practice. I don't know what Doc and the coaching staff doesn't like where they don't play him. And also I noticed that now Korkmaz is coming off the bench even before Shake. So it looks like the coaching staff is really liking Kork. He can fill it up. He can hit the three. He can score. I guess that's what maybe it was they thought that's what they needed against this Nets team, lacking firepower. I don't know what that was about, but this game, I'm not excited. I'm not. It's a win. A win is a win, but I was really looking forward to a marquee matchup, and I feel cheated. But
I mean, I agree. I agree with a lot of that. I mean, I think everybody was hype. I'm on several different,
had my
text boards
popcorn ready and everything, man.
yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying as a Sixers, but see, this is my only thing as a Sixers fan, right? Because when we're in that same situation and we lose, we go through we trash. We gotta make moves. We gotta do this, that, and the other. That's all I'm saying is you can say that with every team goes like I said, the Nets just need a physical big man. They really do. Pell fouled out in 17 minutes.
This was Pell's first game in months. So
but Pell had a penchant for fouling out when he played with the Sixers, and he ain't never get a.
My thing about this game to me was a tell game of where the Sixers are. We don't have that game coming up for like now another week. Are we who we think we are? This is what this game was for me.
But all right, so do they got to keep? They beat the Lakers. That ain't prove nothing. So they got to. So they got to every night. I got to prove my love. That's what the Sixers got to come out.
Yeah, yeah. It's a prove it league.
But the only thing I'm gonna say about that is though, but you don't hold that same kind of opinion on the Nets. The Nets lose and it's like, oh well, they got the back to back. Such and such ain't played. That's all I'm saying is
just like you said, Ben ain't played. That's why we lost. So what are you talking about?
When did I say that? I didn't say because Ben ain't played.
Portland.
Huh? I didn't say that. That's why we lost, though.
Yes, come on. I
said, no, I didn't. When did I say that? I said Ben does make a difference, and we saw where he makes a difference. I didn't say that. And you even said, so you saying if Ben played, we win. I was like, no, I'm not saying that necessarily because
here we go.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
See, he always trying to put words in my mouth.
I don't remember him saying. I kind of remember him saying exactly what he said. But as regards that, I mean, my thing is, you're gonna find out sooner or later if we go for what we go for. I don't
want it to be too late before we could.
But we have a rough stretch coming up next week. We play Utah. We play. I think don't we play this? We play like 2 or 3 winning teams in the West next week. We got a tough, nice little stretch coming up next week.
Listen, as long as you win in games and put yourself in best position to win, you get the advantage going into the playoffs. You get your team on the roll. Sometimes it ain't necessarily about, and I hear you with you needing to add firepower. I'm not even against that. But sometimes if you get rolling, you get hot, you just get hot enough and you and your team click. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the part I hear you on is the disappointment. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with wanting to see the star power matchup just to see it, obviously. And also, to see it a little bit what we hitting for. I understand that. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm on several text boards and people were saying the same thing you was. Like as soon as they heard that KD and Kyrie was playing, they was, oh man, this game gonna be whack.
Listen, after the Kings game, we got the Blazers, the Suns, and the Jazz, all road games. That's what we got coming up. So that we will still have a litmus unless they start sitting everybody too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm honestly disappointed in Kyrie. Like KD, I think KD wanted to play, but they had him under that protocol.
I agree.
But this one I'm talking about Kyrie. Kyrie, this is why I don't trust Kyrie. Come on, bro. He could have played. He should have won. He should have wanted to play after Fat Boy Lowry lit him up last night.
Yeah,
40.
Yeah, how about it? I mean, but I guess he's probably taking it from the perspective they got all season. Like, the Nets are championship or bust. I don't think they feel.
But that's what Maury said the Sixers are too.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't think the Nets feel that they have to prove anything, where the Sixers may feel we have to prove a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because, we got the new coaching staff and all that, and we don't have the star firepower like the Nets have. So I think they could just turn it on when they get together and we're going to be all right. So there's no need for us to play against the Sixers full strength right now anyway. This is how they may be feeling. I'm not sure. But I do agree with you. I think KD would have played if he wasn't, because he was salty they pulled him out the game yesterday. That was kind of strange too. Like,
yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, like that whole back and forth with him, that was a little weird, but I'm sure he would have played.
Let me ask y'all this about the game, because this kind of bothered me a little bit. Why did Doc wait to put Ben on Harden? Because as soon as he put Ben on Harden
scored.
And then Harden turned the ball over a couple times. Ben broke out and got breakaways.
I mean, but this is where me and you disagree with how Ben is. I feel Ben could go to Doc and be like, "Yo, put me on him."
Do we know that he didn't do that tonight?
I mean, maybe, but why you wait until he getting cooking? The game was tight. Like, you could have been. Harden was the only real scorer. Outside of Harris, who could shoot, but legit scorer, Kyrie and KD wasn't there. So why couldn't
I get what y'all saying with that. I'm just like maybe he's still of the mindset of I'm listening to the coach. The coach.
Once you take Harden out the game, it's over.
Huh?
Once you take Harden out the game,
they started running before Harden came out the game, and that's when Harden came out, and they saw, and then they really fell apart, and there was no need to bring him back. But they took Harden. My fault. I got you. You talking about once you limit him to scoring, it's over.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the rest of them Bulls, I ain't gonna hold you. Look at Shamet. I ain't seen Shamet ball like that in a minute. Shamet dropped 22.
Yeah, he did step up. I had to give Shamet.
Them Bulls was hitting a whole lot of little mid-range, like they was finding holes in the scene, which is what I don't know who's running the stuff over there, D'Antoni or Nash. But D'Antoni is good for having that offensive scheme to find those holes and to get good shots. So at least in the regular season. So I mean. I thought the Nets did what they did, and I ain't gonna hold you. At first, I was a little disappointed that we wasn't blowing them out, But then I saw it, and I saw Harden started sucking wind, and I said, "Yeah." That's when I said in the group text, I was like, "Yeah, we about to win by 15."
Yeah, I seen it too. It looked like the whole team was sucking wind. To be honest,
it did.
It wasn't chasing. No, remember, I said they ain't got no hustle.
It did, and they came out with the hustle. But like you said, you playing a back-to-back, and you missing 2 starters. So this is what usually happens in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I expect. I mean, from a Nets fan, if I like speaking from Ethan's point of view as a Nets fan, I'll be a little disappointed. I'll be a little disappointed. And this is the opportunity. I feel that some of the best players got an opportunity to really step up. Some of the dudes who don't get that much clock. If I'm sitting on a team with Carton, Kyrie, and KD, and now 2 of the 3 is done, like Shamet took advantage of the opportunity. I'm gonna try to play to the wall consistently all game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to go hard just to make my name known, whether either it's with the Nets or my future team that I'm playing with. Like that's what I like about Maxey. When Maxey had his opportunity, he went off, and this is why I'm agreeing with you.
Don't gotta know more.
I'm completely befuddled by that.
I would like to know what's going on with that situation.
I'm completely. I mean, maybe he letting Maxey know what the deal is, so to keep him cool. Like, are we going to hold you back, and then the second half of the season, we really going to let you unleash? But I don't know. Maybe that could be the game plan, and we'll see going forward. But I would like to see him get more clock. But I am glad to switch gears just a little bit to Curry. I am glad he didn't come back, but he looked a lot better.
Oh, Seth. Okay.
You can see him going to the rack a little bit more. I think he was 2 for 3 on the 3. So I was happy to see Curry kind of get his groove back. So Seth Curry.
He looked like he was. You could see his body language. He was like, man, he didn't know what was going on till he hit that 3 in the corner. Then
I was about to say, but you know what was funny about that 3? Mm-hmm. Because he had no time to think about it. That's why I think some of it was physical, and I think now he got to get over the mental part of it. Because on that pass, like when it went out there and it got tipped a little bit, and he just had to reach and grab it and chuck it. It was like no thought. He just grabbed and shot. It was like it was like the instincts took over, and that joint was wet.
Y'all like that dunk on Tyler Johnson, my Ben?
Yo, then when he got the tech at.
I actually missed that dunk. I was kind of looking in between the Golden State game and the 60 game. So
you a Golden State fan?
We all know that.
You one of them?
I'm a Steph Curry fan.
You one of them, huh?
Yeah, that's like just like you, Will Crab. Yeah, I'm saying your name was Will Crab.
I just like LeBron.
Y'all Lakers fans.
I am a Lakers fan.
Any team LeBron plays for, y'all not a fan of that team.
Ethan is a Nets fan.
So now you're a Nets and Sixers fan, so your loyalty is split 3 ways. You're an adulterous.
He's sitting in the middle of the turnpike, just like where I go.
They call that,
but he leaning toward the net side because that's why he's so disappointed tonight.
I appreciate.
Call that prostitution.
I like watching good talent. I like watching talent.
He's a harlot.
Good players.
You going all over the place. You don't know where you want to lay your head at, bro.
See, I'm not
Come home. Come home, you woman of the night.
Did they buy you some Reeboks? Like Wayne and Ephraim is. Wayne the type of boy where you hate on somebody your whole life. Like Wayne hated on Jordan his whole life. When everything Jordan was playing, he hated Mike. Now all of a sudden he loved Mike. See, don't hate him. Don't hate him when he's going.
See, here you go with the false.
When he's going.
Here you go with the false narratives.
When did I ever say talent now?
When did I ever say
me? Let me talk.
No, because you're spitting lies. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Talent now.
Go ahead.
Enjoy it now while it's here. I like basketball. That's my basketball. I love basketball, so I love watching talented people play. I enjoy that. Enjoy it now.
So when did I ever start loving Mike? Because I still
Are
don't
you
like
a
Mike.
man? Stop.
What? I've even been on record as saying I would take LeBron over Mike. Even though I think Mike has had the better career and better accolades, I would take LeBron over Mike. So where's my love? And we know that I hated on LeBron early on because I felt he was soft until he toughened up.
Enjoy them now.
Right.
You know how they say,
but
give
no,
somebody their flowers
you
while
shut
they're
up now.
alive.
I'm claiming my time because
Enjoy
you
them now.
Take your time, Wayne.
Enjoy them now.
I just let you talk and you spit
Give them
lies.
his flowers now.
You spit lies and bulldashery. Or balderdashery, whatever it is.
I never heard Wayne fall in love with
Exactly.
I heard him hate on Brian.
I never liked Jordan. You're right. I never liked Jordan because they cheated for Mike.
You know the group text we got for years. You can search the group text. I find it.
You go ahead.
I got
what a receipt. I mean, but this getting back to see. I know we're switching gears to the Sixers, y'all.
Because that's what Ethan does.
But the Sixers, they did their thing tonight. But I do want to address.
We're not talking about Golden State tonight.
We can talk. We can talk about some other stuff.
So we go around the league a little bit.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, I'm a Steph Curry fan for that reason that Ethan's saying that he's trying to hate on me for liking Steph. He probably trolling me a little bit, but I'm appreciating greatness while I see it. It's no way, and I want y'all to comment on this. And I got some comments on it before. There's no way you could tell me Steph ain't the second best player in the league, but beside LeBron. It's LeBron and then it's Steph Curry. Anything else to me is foolishness. I don't care who you put up there.
Are you talking over a course of time or as in right now in the league?
Right now. And in the last 10 years, well, not that 10.
5.
In the last 6-7 years, to me, it's been LeBron and Steph. I've never witnessed nobody surpass Steph Curry. I don't care when KD got there and won the MVPs. I don't care about that.
This year, the way Joker balling, I don't know.
Joker balling. I give Joker credit. He balling. But Curry right now got his team above 500 without even his second best player. Joker, for the most part, got Jamal Murray. I know he missed the game the other night.
Jamal Murray ain't been doing it. Jamal Murray is regular season Jamal Murray.
But he still got it.
Remember we talking about bubble Jamal and regular season Jamal?
I think, see, you got to understand about Jamal sacrificed a lot for Joker.
What did he sacrifice?
He sacrificed because Joker's like the point guard.
Yeah, because Jamal wasn't handling business.
No, Joker it's like when you have Batman and when you have Robin.
So Joker's Batman?
Yeah, Joker's Batman. So Robin has to sacrifice a little of his game.
So, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, he still has his Robin. Whoever's Batman, I don't watch them close enough.
Seth got Draymond. Y'all hype Draymond. Seth got you. What? Wasn't you just backtracking last? Draymond drop. Draymond. Wasn't you hyping Draymond?
Draymond is cool, but Draymond is cool. I'm not hating on Draymond.
I'm trolling. We
know all right. We know who his Robin is. He's missing his Robin. Yeah, he still got his team playing at a high level. Like, this is greatness that we watch. Now they might lose this Dallas. They just waxed Dallas by 30 the other night. They might lose tonight because Dallas is just hot as fish grease. They ain't missing nothing. But Steph is only reason why they even close to the game. He got almost 50 tonight. He going off. So
yeah, scoring wise, he good, but he can't. I mean, defense.
He rebounds for somebody his size. He averaged almost 5.5 rebounds a game, and he averaged 6 assists a game, or it's either the other way around, one of the two. So he's very active.
Steph balling.
He balling.
I cannot listen. It's not y'all. You act like it's easy to put up buckets in this league. It's not easy to score. He scored. That's all. Score is an art in this league, especially at his height.
Nowadays, it's easy to score.
It's easier, but it's still
easier.
Everybody ain't running around dropping almost 30 a night and putting up 50 points like that.
I think dudes are more.
Well, Seth is not averaging 30 a night, so let's. He's averaging like
28,
26,
28.
How many guys in the league averaging like that?
Steph Curry's averaging 28 points a game, which puts him at I think, if I'm not mistaken, I put him about third in the league in scoring.
Hold on, what do y'all think about Ben's game? Was he a little more aggressive to y'all tonight?
I think that's what I'm still trying to I still would like to know what Doc's reasoning was. Now, the thing is, they put him on Jeff Green, and Jeff Green struggled. But why would you put him on Jeff Green instead of
Jeff Green? Always struggles.
No, that's not true. Jeff Green's actually been playing okay the last few games.
Jeff Green.
No. I'm not trying to hype Jeff Green. I agree with you. I think that Ben should have been on Harden. But
I told you why already. What he likes Ben to do is float around so he can help get tips, blocks, play the lane, and he doesn't have to man up anybody. He saves man up for people like Matthias.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, Thibault.
I don't agree with that.
For some reason, Danny Green.
No, I don't agree with that. Steph is number 5 in the league in scoring, Ephraim.
He about to go to number 3 after the night.
Nah, he ain't.
50 ball.
Nah, he ain't.
But that's still
third
solid.
right behind KD. KD don't play though.
KD don't play. How many games KD played this year? And no fault of his own.
It ain't no fault of his own. It was 2 COVID. He missed games. This the second game because of COVID tracing.
Durant and Embiid played the same amount, 18, and Bill. They all played 18.
Durant played 18 games?
Yeah. Steph played 22 and Dillard 20.
And Steph doesn't have the luxury of having another potent scorer next to him in Kyrie. But
well, he doesn't, and then that also could take away from if he had somebody
that takes away from you
more. That might take away from what he scored though.
That takes away from you being double teamed. That's what it takes away.
Yeah, but it might take away from his
average tonight. 10. He averaged 9 a game. He had 10 tonight.
Okay.
Who's that?
Jeff Green.
Yeah, this is my. Let me explain my Ben Simmons
hate.
I don't want to call it hate.
This
is Ben Simmons is like, all right,
critiqueness.
You know when you first meet a girl, right? And they say, make sure you're not what? Make sure it's not infatuation, right?
Okay.
So it's like Ben, right? When you first see Ben, he athletic, he can handle the rock, he can get to the basket. When Ben first came in the league, and y'all my witnesses, y'all couldn't tell me Ben won't be the best player in the league.
No, I agree.
I was saying, listen, this dude got everything. He could be the best. He could be the next LeBron. He could take over the league. But people, you know how when you infatuated with somebody, they keep telling you, listen, make sure it's real. Make sure it's real. So it's like Ben Simmons. I got out of it before I got stuck. Bulls is infatuated. They get married. They with the chick 25 years later, and they see all these flaws. And they know they made a mistake.
That's a horrible analogy.
It's like Wayne. Wayne right now is in love with Ben. He can't get out of it.
How?
Now,
do I say Ben is going to be the next Brian?
Now
I've never said it.
Now goes to this. Because he's a great defensive player. Now you got to make all these excuses of why you still in a relationship.
How is it an excuse?
Nope.
No, you know what it is? The same way you talking about something. You need to appreciate something for what I appreciate what he is as a player. And I do see the difference a couple years ago when he specifically said, when they lost, he said, I'm going to be the best defensive player in the league. That's what he strived to be. I do still want him to be a better offensive player.
How is he the best defensive player in the league when he don't even stick the best player on the team?
Did I say he was the best defensive player? I said what he said was, I'm striving to be the best defensive player in the league. And his defense took a leap. It took leaps and bounds. So all I'm saying, that's because you was hyped up because you know ball and Ben Simmons is going to be. We told you this from the jump that he can't shoot. I said that his rookie year he can't shoot.
We all knew he could. Hold on. Stop. Hold on.
No, but
and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you why you telling the fantasy.
Did you say he was going to be next?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Did you say he was going to be the next?
I say he's going to take over the best player in the league.
Did you say he was going to be the?
I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why you being fraudulent. Because you came on and say he's going to be the top point guard in the league. Did you not say that?
No, I didn't. I said he's going to be a top 3 point guard in the league like last year. Yep, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, so stop being a fraud.
Again, you're blowing
being a fraud.
How am I being a fraud?
Come on, man.
Saying somebody's going to be a top 3 point guard in the league is not saying that.
You said he's going to be better than Curry.
I said he was going to be a top 3 point guard in the league. Yep, I did.
In Wayne's defense, I think
you can't defend that foolishness.
No, I think
that was my estimation because I thought he was going to come back shooting, but I didn't get hung up on it.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
Let me speak. In Wayne's defense, I think that night I dropped off a bottle of Henny to his house and he was going hard.
Was that the night? Big boy.
Yeah, I think it might have been some cracking or something I dropped off to his crib and he was going hard that night. So I let him ride. But I'm feeling Ethan's analogy a little bit because we are married to Ben. And once you married to Ben, you do got to look at the good qualities that he has.
No, but that's not what Ben's doing. No, Ethan's analogy was quit and dumper and then hater.
No. But I'm saying,
I said I got out before I got married to her.
Yeah, he said.
But you ain't get out if you're a Sixers fan because he's still here.
Yeah, so
no, but I'm not married to him like you are. You defend him when you married to him, you got to keep defending him.
How am I married to him?
Finish. Let me finish, please. But I do, like I said, at this point, either you do got to accept the fact that he ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, as a Sixers fan, you are kind of married to him by default. Like, you might not like him, But at the same time, he ain't going nowhere. So you got to just appreciate what he does well. And what he does do well is play defense. What he does do well is keep the ball moving. What he does do well is run the floor. He runs the floor well. You know what I'm saying? So it is some qualities that he does well. I do agree. Listen, I'm with you on the Ben hate because I envision Ben being the light-skinned LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I envision him taking over the league. He dunking on cats. He being that next figure to be like, yo, this bull is the one or two best players in the NBA. He's a far cry from that. And that's where a lot of the animosity, the bitterness, because you wrote a check on him and he never cashed your check. You know what I'm saying? That's really what happened. It was the same way with me. Like we wrote checks on this bull, like, yo, he gonna be this, he gonna be that. He never cashed the check. He never lived up to the hype. So everybody, you know, who envisioned him being that high a lot of times, I think you a little bit salty. But I had to agree with Wayne's logic on the matter because I think he kind of, I don't know what he envisioned for Ben as regards where his greatness was going to be, but he's accepted who he is, and that's really what you got to do.
I mean, let's keep it a bean.
Luka balling
From the beginning. I always said Embiid was the best player on this team. And I was saying that back then, and that's when I was being argued. Oh, you talking about him? He can't even get on the court. He stay hurt. I ain't necessarily saying y'all, but certain people were saying that.
No. Let me say this too, because you're right, Wayne. And this is why Ethan hurt. I forgot.
Exactly.
Because Ethan said, remember we was having a conversation. He said he would trade B and build around Ben.
Yes, he did.
That's why he hurt.
But you know,
ball. The bottom of it. We need therapy sessions like this to bring out the pain. Sometimes you gotta dig deep. You know how I say you gotta dig into like childhood to realize where that hurt come from. Where he touched you at? Where that dog? Where
the doll? Show me on the doll where he touched you.
All right, you done? You talk for about 6 minutes. you got you like rapping.
Ethan, what happened, man?
My thing with Ben is my thing with Beat is my thing, and I said this when I said it. I don't think B's longevity is what scares me. Him staying healthy and playing at a high level in the league is what I worry about.
But all right.
I don't see.
You gonna shoot with the doll,
Ethan?
I don't know how many years B has.
No, I hear you with that, but I was never in favor. Once I saw who Ben was, because I remember me.
First of all, it ain't who I saw what Ben was. Once I noticed mentally, Ben's never. This is what happened. When I noticed mentally,
like this.
Ben's never.
See the doll? See the doll?
The joke's over. Let it die.
Show us on the doll where you hurt.
let it die now. It's over.
No, you don't tell me when it's over. I'll tell you when I'm done.
All right, everybody, go ahead.
But Ethan, that's why you hurting though. I understand because
I said once I realized this dude has a mental block and he's never going to be that shooter, then I was like, you know what?
Because everything about you is a shooter. You don't appreciate other parts of the game. I don't think. No, I ain't gonna say you don't appreciate them at all. But I think you devalue other parts of the game.
I don't devalue other parts of the game.
Curry got 54.
I understand what's most important.
They down 4.
What's that? Every part of the game is important.
Scoring the ball.
Every part of the game is important.
Why are the highest?
You can stop people from scoring.
Why are the best players in the league always the best scorers?
That's still not
because basketball is about scoring. That's why.
And guess what? A lot of times you have scores.
They're hard.
Bill a great scorer. What is the team doing?
But for the most part,
because you still need to have, like I said, Golden State was a great offensive team, but they played great defense. That's why they were a dynasty.
I mean, for the most part, either you right. I mean, but there are exceptions to the rule. Magic Johnson was considered the best player in the league at one point, and his average is about 18, 19 points a game, somewhere around.
Different era too, though.
So I mean, no, but you still had bulls who could score. You still had what's his name, Kareem, who could put up 28 points a game. You still had people in the league, even Jordan, when Jordan first came in, he was dropping 30. So you had people, Dominique, you had people that could score high, but he was considered the best player because he was the all-around best player in the NBA. So I hear what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with you about Ben. I really am. Like, Ben, to me, he has all the intangibles, the height, the athleticism, I mean, everything, the size, the strength. He has everything, the quickness, the speed. He had a solid handle. His handle for somebody 6'10" is incredible. He has all of this, but he can't put it all together. He just can't. So It is what it is with Ben. I mean, I'm at a place of peace and tranquility where I'm never looking for. And I told y'all this years ago. I'm never looking for him to get a jump shot. I don't think he ever will. So I don't think.
Did y'all think Toby would come in and take Ben's spot as the number 2 on the team?
I still don't think that Toby's the clear shot number 2. I think that they hand in hand. We saw what Toby did when Ben wasn't there. When Toby was asked to do more, he couldn't carry the. I think they bring different things to the table. I think Beat is declared number 1 player, and I think Toby and Ben both bring other things. I think Toby brings a dominant scoring when he don't have to be the top scorer, and he brings solid rebounds. And I think Ben brings all the intangibles, the defense. I think he brings getting everybody else involved. He helps spread the floor. As much as we rip him for not finishing his layups, he spreads the floor. So I think that they're both Robins, in my opinion. I mean, I'll give Toby a slight edge just because he's been more clutch this season. But I mean, whenever Bede ain't in there, neither one of them really, you know what I'm saying, like taking over.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, I'll give Toby the edge to me because he does everything well like Ben, plus he can score. And he can score consistently.
Toby's defense is suspect.
Defense, he's been playing better defense.
He's been playing a lot better defense. He's been very active. His hands is always getting, I see him getting involved in a lot of tip balls. Like somebody try to drive, he reach pop. But he's very active. He gets rebounds. He can pass the ball well, and he can score. And he's been scoring very consistently and in a high field goal percentage. So yeah, I give him number 2 for that reason alone. To me, he's just.
I mean, it's the bit. I could take. I mean, I could take that if y'all give it. But for what you're saying about considering when Tobias first came here, I thought his game was a lot like Carmelo Anthony, and I thought that he could be a top-notch scorer for us. I will say that I'm not surprised that Toby is that high on the list of players on the team.
All right, fellas.
All right, real quick. I know this is the end of the show, but Steph Curry is at it again. He has 56 points right now. He got an M1. He about to put him down by 2 with like 30 seconds left. So
you telling me he losing?
Yeah, right now, but he about to win. 28.6 seconds. He got 56 points. He 19 for 30 from the field, 11 for 19 from 3, 7 for 7 from the line. This ball is different. He different.
And he just our next game is Sacramento at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Cool.
That's gonna be a late one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a late one. We might have to hit that podcast the following day.
No, I'm on at night. Y'all stop.
Okay, you okay.
Okay. You got
act like you go to bed anyway. You sit up there looking at Steph Curry now.
That's true. But he ball line control. I can't help it.
Who y'all got? Who y'all picks for tomorrow's Super Bowl?
I'm taking Tampa by a little bit though. I mean KC by a little bit.
I'm boycotting.
I don't think it's gonna be a route. Dang, this garbage bum hit a 3.
All right, man. Thanks for everybody for joining the show. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man.
Deuces.
Appreciate y'all.
Cheer up,
real quick.
The Nets will pick it up. Don't worry about it.
Are we really about to? And I know a lot of Sixers fans don't want to hear this Eagles talk, but we're really about to bring Nick Foles back.
That's what I'm hearing.
Wow. Okay. But we're gonna make a whole separate show on that.
Yeah, Tim ready to call in now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Nick Foles. All right, deuces.
All right.